And we're in the pregame warm-up for our final match of the day.
May I have your attention? Please join us in congratulating your 2026 OKRBA Regional Championship 16 club division second place finisher, Oaxaca Summit 16.
Again, this will be our final match of this tournament to secure our placement. Maybe even a bid. We don't know. Right now, we're in the pregame warm-up, doing a little setting and hitting warm-ups. We're going to be playing against Oklahoma Peak 16-3 for this match. They're going to be in the far court in the white jerseys, while we are in the black jerseys in the near court. Yes.
May I have your attention? Please join us in congratulating your 2026 OKRBA Regional Championship 12 position first place finisher, Oklahoma Peak 12 Elite.
And now we're going to be serving it. That's the serving part of our pregame warm-up. I don't think the other team started their pregame warm-up yet, but I'm not sure. Huh? Yes. Did the other team already warm up? I didn't see them. If the other team did warm up already, we're gonna line up, get ready to touch hands right here. Again, we're at the SageNet Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for the Oklahoma Regional Volleyball Association Championship Tournament. Both teams coming out touching hands to get this match started. Not sure who's serving it up first, but I do believe the other team will be the first one serving it up. We will serve second, I do believe.
May I have your attention? Please join us in congratulating your 2026 OKREA Regional Championship. 14 Club Division Thursday Oceanside,
Awesome.
Oklahoma Elite 14 Gold.
Okay, and we're getting ready to start down rep verifying the rosters, and Libero is in for a starting lineup. So that means they've already verified our side, and they're getting ready to blow the whistle to get started. And the other team will be serving that first. The charge is set up on the serve receive. Again, we're playing against the OK Peak 16-3 team. And there's the serve. Start off this match. Charge underneath it. Getting a nice attack from the outside. Charge picks up the first point there. The other team knocks it to bounds. That's a kill by Maddie Factor right there that gets the point on the board. The other team shanking it out of bounds. Score is now 1-0 as Lily Wilcox steps up to the line to serve it up now. And here's the serve, putting it over the net. He gets underneath it, get it back over in one touch. Charge gets to the center. Center to the outside once again. Outside bumps it up high and goes over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Bumps it over to the outside once again. This time the attack down the line off the hands of everybody on the Peak team. And then Charge picks up another point right there with a kill from Maddie Factor once again. Number 10 coming up to the line to serve it up once again. Charge is 2-0. Charge in the lead. As the other team yet to put a point on the board. There's the serve. Number 10 putting it to the back of Peak territory. Peak unable to get control of it. That's an ace on the serve for Lily Wilcox. Number 10 stepping up to the line next. Or again, to serve it up once more. Charge leads by 3, and the other team yet to put a point on the board. There's another good serve. Peak pops it up in the air, sets it up, but the attack goes into the net, and Charge picks up another point as the Peak team errors into the net. Number 10, back up the line. Once you get to serve it up, that's Lily Wilcox for your Charge 16 American team. Against Peak, 16-3, set up the serve receive. There's the serve. Ace on the serve. The other team shanks it out of bounds. The Charge puts another point on the board. The scoreboard says 5, but I've only maybe I missed one. I don't know. I'll change it. I don't know how I would have missed one. Pretty sure I put all the points on the board. But score 5-0. The other team had to put a point on the board and Charge back up the line to serve it once again. Lily Wilcox serving it up for your Charge team. Peak gets underneath it, bumps it up high. Can they get it back over the net? Yep, with the free ball and get it back over to Charge territory. Charge sets up to the middle of the attack. Not a free ball. That's a kill from Charlotte Richens in the middle, finding the floor in the backcourt of Peak territory. Lily will cross court back up the line to serve it up. And the other team calls a timeout early in the first set. Score 6-0. Charge leading by 6 points. Number 10 coming back up the line as our charge team comes back out on the court. And now Pete coming back out on the court next as number 10's ready to get back into this. And there's the serve, putting it over the net. Charge, Peak right there to receive it. Going for an attack from the outside. Charge gets underneath and keeps it alive. Going to their own outside, they put it back over the net. The attack once again blocked at the net now. Number 7 with the block at the net, picking up the point for your Charge 16 American team. Peak attack nullified by that number 7, Braylon Smith's block. Number 10 back up the line to serve it up. That's Stanley Wilcox putting it over the net with an ace once again. Getting another point right there with the serve. Number 10 coming back up the line after that ace to serve it again. Score is 8-0. Charge in the lead by 8 points. The other team hoping to pick up a point, but we're trying not to give them one. There's another serve. Number 10 putting it over the net into fair play. Peak tries to go for the attack. This time the block finds the floor and Charge's side of the net. Peak with their first point on the board for this first set. Scores 8-1 now as Peak will come back up to the line to serve it up. First serve they've had since the beginning of the match. There it is. Charge gets underneath it, gets in the center. Center to the right side. The attack falls wide and out of bounds. Peak puts another point on the board and will come back up the line to serve it once again. Peak goes ahead and serves it up right there. Charge underneath it, gets it to the right back and goes for the attack. Cross court kill, finds the back corner in Peak territory. That's Matty Factor once again putting another point on the board with an assist by number 10. Number 8 going to sub in now. Number 3 subs out after getting that kill. That's number 8, Kale Maldillo, serving it up for your Charge, 16 American team. There's the serve, bring it over the net. Peak goes for the tip over the net. Charge right there to receive it. Libero bump sets it to the outside. The attack strong, but they block it at the net. And Peak once again, our Charge once again going for the attack from the outside. This time they get further back in the court. And they bump it back over to Charge territory. Charge sets over to the right side. The attack falls long. And Peak picks up another point right there. We'll come back up the line to serve it up. Score is 9-3. Charge in the lead by 6 points as Peak serves it up once again. There's the serve, putting it over the net. Charge right there going for their own attack in the backcourt. This one falls long, and the line judge, very energetic back there, says it's out of bounds. OK, Peak will pick up another point and come back up the line to serve it up. Score's now 9-4. Charge still in the lead by 5 as Peak serves it up again. There's the serve. Backcourt gets it to the center. Center to the right side. The attack puts it over the net, finding the floor in the midcourt. That was a kill by number 7. Who hit that? Number 7? Number 7 with the kill. That's Braylon Smith picking up the point right there. Number 5 now comes in the line to serve it up. But number 1 subs in the front row. Again, number 5, Charlotte Richards putting over the net. Ace right there for number 5 on the serve. Charge putting another point on the board and will come back up the line to serve it up. Scores now 11-4 as number 5 steps back up the line once again to serve it up. And there's a serve by number 5, unsuccessful. Oklahoma City will pick a point on the service error by Charge to come up the line to serve it up once again. Score is now 11-5. Charge in the lead by 6 points as we step back up to serve receive. And Peak coming up to the line. Let's see how they do with the serve. And here's the serve. Backcourt pops it up high to the center. Center goes to the middle. The tip over the block picks up the point for the Charge team. That's going to be number 1, Sam Chapin, with the kill right there that picks up the point. With an assist by number 10. Number 9 now subs in as number 7 goes out. Number 9 will step up the line to serve it up next to the Charge 16 American team. Also, number 4 subbed in for number 5 going out in the back. There's the serve by number 9 over the net. They put the ball in the back court of Charge territory. Charge gets to the center. Center to the outside. The attack down the line. But they called the net foul on Charge. Peak will pick up a point and come back up the line, to serve it up. Oklahoma Charge. Oklahoma Charge sets up the serve receive. There's a serve by Peak. Charge gets it to the center, bumps that to the outside, and the attack puts it over to the midcourt. Picking up a point right there with a kill from number 2, Lillian. Assistant number 9. Number 2 coming to the line to serve it up. Now there's Lillian Cummings putting the ball into play. And Peak goes for their attack, cross court, but Charge is right there to receive it. Going to a bump set to the outside. The attack puts it back over the net quickly. Charge right there once again to receive it. Going for another attack, this time from the right side, and successful. It finds the floor in the backcourt. That's number 10, Lily Wilcox with the kill. Running assist from number 9. Number 2 coming back to the line to serve it. Score is 14-6. Charge leading by 8 points. Number 2 serving it up. Oh, and then it goes. Peak right there to receive it. Trying to tip it back. We tip it back down to their side. Peak struggles a little bit, but was able to get it back up over the net with a high lob. Charge right there to the center. Center to the right side. The attack off everybody's hands, but Peak is able to keep it in play and push it over the block and Charge territory. Charge goes for an attack from the right side, or from the outside. Peak keeps it alive, though. Gets it back into Charge territory. Charge gets to the center. Center to the middle. The attack off the hand of Peak this time. Charge picks up the point with a kill from number 1, Sam Chaffin in the front row. And an assist from number 9. Number 2, coming back to the line, but timeout by Peak first. Charge going to their huddles, as well as the Peak team going to their huddles. After the timeout concludes, Charge will be back up the line to serve it up. And it's number 2, Lillian Cummings, stepping back up the line to serve. Scores 15-6. Charge leads by 9 points. And there's the whistle from the up ref. Get back into it after the timeout is concluded. Number 2, Lillian Cummings putting that ball into play. Peak gets underneath it, tips it over the net, but we have to stop. I don't know what happened. What happened? Do we know what happened? Oh, the ref wasn't ready. Here, we're going to do it again. Redo. There it is. Number 2 serving it up. Lillian Cummings putting it over the net. They quickly put it back over to our side. We set it to the outside. The attack is strong, but they block it back down. Charge steps up to the back row this time. The attack also strong, but Peak is able to pick it up in their back row. Put it back over to Charge territory. Charge gets it up high. Sets it again, but this time the block by Peak is successful, and the ball finds the floor in Charge territory. Peak puts a point on the board and will come back up to the line to serve it up. Charge still in the lead by 8 points as Oklahoma Peak steps up to the line to serve it up now. There's the serve. Charge unable to get control of it and shakes it out. Peak will put a point on the board with an ace right there. Come back up the line. Scores 15-8. Charge still the lead by 7 points as Peak steps back up the line. Charge set up the serve receive. There's the whistle, and Peak serves it up. Charge in the backcourt gets it high up in the air. It's tight to the net. Charge cannot keep it alive as Peak tips it down when it gets tight to the net. Scores now 15-6. Charge still in the lead by 6 points. 15-9. My bad. Charge in the lead by 6 points. There's the serve by the Peak team. They get it close to the net. Charge goes to the attack, but unsuccessful as Charge is called for the net foul. Scores now 15-10 as Charge steps back up to serve receive. There's the serve. Backcourt gets underneath it. We set it over to the outside. Tip it up at the net. They block it. They seem to have that side covered now. We need to move it around. Charge Peak picking up another point right there with the block and coming back up to the line. Scores now 15-11. Charge set up to serve receive as we lead by 4. Peak out there picking apart that lead. Charge gets the ball, sets up high, sets up to the middle, tips it at the net. Block once again. We set up once more and bump it over to the backcourt of Peak territory. Peak once again sets up, goes for their own attack. We keep it alive, bump it over to the outside attack. Able to make it past the block, but Peach keeps it off the floor and gets it back to the backboard of Charge. Charge goes to the center, center to the middle makes the point. Actually tips it over and it goes off the hand of Peak and out of bounds. Again, that's Sam Chaffin, number 1 with the tip. That picked up the point right there. Now number 4 will come to the line to serve it up. And number 4 serving it up. And picks up an ace on the serve. That's Addison Mann with that ace. And she'll come back up the line to serve it up once more. Scores now 17-11. Charge once again leading by 6 as number 4 prepares to serve it up. And there's the serve over the net. Oklahoma Peak right there going for their own attack. Charge picks it up, gets into the center. Center to the back middle. He pushes it to the backboard of Peak territory. Peak once again goes for an attack. Unsuccessful, goes right into the net and Charge picks up that point. Scores now 18-11. Charge once again leading by 7 points. Number 4, Addison Mann back up to the line to serve it up. And there's the serve. Peak is underneath it, sets it up, hits it over the net. Charge keeps it alive and bump sets it to the outside. The attack cross court. Peak struggles a little bit, but they're able to not get it back over the net as they hit it tight to the net. And number 10 jumps up with a tip, knocking it down, picking up that point. Scores down 19-11 as number 4 back in the line to serve it once again. That's Addison Mann putting it back over into Peak territory. Peak goes for the attack to the back corner. This time Peak picks up a point as they find the back corner unattended by Charge. Scores down 19-12. Charge still in the lead by 7 points as Peak back up in the line to serve up. Peak back at the line. Here's the serve. Backcourt picks it up. This is the center. Center to the right side. The attack pulled off the block as the kill was off the hands of Peak and out of bounds. That was a nice kill by number 10, Lily Wilcox. She come back up the line to serve it up. Number 7 steps back into the front. Number 9 goes out. Again, that's number 10 serving it up. Putting it over the net, and Peak's able to get it back to Charge territory with a free ball. Charge sets up to the middle of the attack. They block it down once again, and Peak picks up another point. The defense for Peak is actually pretty strong at the net. Charge having a hard time breaking through it all the time, but not super hard, just slightly difficult. Score is 20-13 now. Charge still the lead by 7 as Peak back up the line. There's the serve. Charge underneath it to the center. Center to the right side. The attack puts it over the net. This time picking up the point. That's number 3, Maddie Factor with the kill. That puts a point on the board. Number 3 is now going to sub out. Number 8 come in to serve it up. That's Kale Valdio serving it up for your Charge. 16 American team. Here's the serve. Score 21-13, by the way. As number 8 puts it over the net. Peak going for an attack. Blocked, but off the hands of Charge. It goes out of bounds. Peak puts another point on the board right there and will come back up the line. Charge still leading by 7 as Peak prepares to serve it up. There's the serve. Charge pops it up high to the center. Center to the outside. The attack puts it over the block. In the backcourt, Peak picks it up. But they go for their own attack. It goes long and out of bounds. No touches by Charge. And they will pick up that point and come back up to the line. Number 5 coming up to the line to serve it up. That's Charlotte Richards putting it over the net. They go for the attack. Charge unable to get it underneath it, though. And the point goes to Oklahoma Peak. Charge will sub. Number 5 will sub out now. Number 4 come in, the libero in the back row. And Pete back up the line to serve with that charge in the lead, 22-15. Oh no, Charge unable to get it beat that one. Pete will pick up a point and come back up the line, but Charge will step back up to serve receive. Still in the lead, scores 22-16. Charge in the lead by 6 points. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Bumps it over to the outside. The attack puts it over the net. Peak right there to get it and get it back into Charge territory. Charge again with the bump set over to the outside. Charge puts it back into Peak territory. Peak once again going for an attack at the net. Charge unable to dig it up out of the net. And Peak puts another point on the board. Charge lead diminished down to only 5 points now. Scores 22-17. Peak coming back up the line to serve it up. There's the serve. Charge underneath it. Sets it to the right side of the attack. Puts it over the net. Finds the floor. That's a kill from Braylon Smith, number 7. Cross court finds the floor. Excellent attack. Sub it out now. Number 7 going out. Number 9 coming in. That's Bethany White Eagle coming in to serve it up. Scores 23-17 as we approach the end of this first set. There's the serve. Putting it over to the backcourt. Peak is able to get underneath it, go for their own attack off the hands of Charge, and Peak will pick up a point. Scores now 23-18. Charge still in the lead by 5 as we once again set up this service receive. And here's Peak preparing to serve it up. And there's the serve. Charge gives it a setter. Setter to the middle, tips it over. Peak right there to receive it. Pushes it to the backcourt. Charge right there once again. Sets it over to the outside. Down the line, we pick up the point with a kill by number 2, Lillian Cummings, with an assist by number 9. Number 2 coming up the line to serve it up next as number 8 subs out. Number 3 comes in the front row. Scores now 24-18. Charge getting only 1 point to close out this first set. There's the serve from number 2. Peak gets underneath it, sets up, tips it at the net. Down it goes as number 1 blocks it. That's Sam Chapman blocks it, picks up the point, and closes out that first set. Final score for that first set, 25-18. Though Peak did make a run near the end of the match to get close to try to come back. They were unable to bridge the gap between Charge and themselves. Again, this is our final match of the day, and if we don't win a bid to national, then this will be our final match of the season.
17th division, third place finisher, Oklahoma Peak, 17-2.
And Charge will be coming up to the line to serve it up first in the second set. That'll be number 10, Louis Wilcox, serving it up for your Charge, 6 American Peak. And they're verifying the roster right now. And number 10 coming back into the line to serve it up as we get ready to start this second set. Here's the serve by number 10, putting it over the net.
Please join us in congratulating
Pete right here is able to keep it alive and push it back over to Charge territory. Charge right there. So you see that bumps that over to the outside. The attack puts it over the net and off the hands of Pete. Charge picking up the point with a kill by number 7 right there and an assist by number 4. Number 10, Lily Wilcox back over the line to serve it up to your Charge 16 American team. I think they put a point on the board right there. First point of the second set. There it is. Number 10, Lily Wilcox serving it up. Pete gets underneath it. Try to push it over the net. We block it down. They dig it back up. They hit it long this time to try to get over the block, and Charge puts another point on the board as it goes out of bounds. Number 10 back up the line to serve it up. That's Lily Wilcox serving it up once again for your Charge. 16 American team. There's the serve. Peak underneath it. Pushing it over to the backcourt. Charge right there. Oh, no! Unable to get to it in time. Peak will put their first point of the second set on the board. Scores now 2-1. Charge still in the lead by 1 as Peak prepares to serve it up. There's the serve, putting it over to the backcourt of Charge. Charge to the center. Center to the outside. The attack down the line. Puts a point on the board for your Charge 16 American team. That's a kill by number 7, Braylon Smith. That's a set by number 10. Substitution coming in. Number 3 going out. Number 8 coming in to serve it up. That's number 8. Hale Valdez serving it up for your Charge. 16 American team. There's the serve, putting it over the net. Peak right there. Unable to get to it, though. And that's going to be an ace for number 8. Once again, number 8's going to come to the line. Hale Valdez after picking up an ace on that last one and putting a point on the board. Scores now 4-1. Charge in the lead by 3 as she prepares to serve it up. And here's the serve over the net. This time, though, it's still too far, and Oklahoma Peak will put a point on the board because of the service error on Charge. Peak coming up to the line once again to serve it up. Scores 4-2. Charge still in the lead by 2 as they put it back into the backcourt of Charge. Charge goes to the right side and bumps it over into Peak's territory. Peak sets it over to their right side, goes for the attack. This time blocked at the net. We dig it up and we push it back into Peak territory. Nice recovery. Peak once again getting it over the net. Charge digs it high. Blocked at the net. Joust that we won. That was a good joust up the net. Number 5 picking up the point right there with the block. Number 4 will come into the line to serve it up now. As number 1 comes into the front line. That's number 4, Addison Mann, serving it up. They get it back over the net quickly. Charge goes for the middle attack, puts it over the net. Charge picks up the point and it goes off the hands of the Peak team and out of bounds. That's number 1, Sam Chaffin with the kill that picks up that point. Now, number 4, Addison Mann coming back on the line to serve it once again for your Charge 16 American team as we lead by 4 points. Score 6-2. Peak gets underneath it. Goes to the outside. The attack cross court. Nobody's hands were touched, so it's out on Peak. Charge puts another point on the board. Number 4 back on the line to serve it up as we lead by 5 points now. Charge puts it over the net. Peak gets underneath it, sets it over to their outside. Cross court attack this time, finds the floor. And Peak will put a point on the board with the kill. Charge still in the lead, score 7-3. Charge leading by 4 points as we set back up the service receive. There's the serve, putting it back into Peak territory. We get underneath it, go to the right side, the attack down the line. Peak's able to dig it up in the backcourt, keep it alive, and go for their own attack. We block it back to their territory. They go for their outside attack. The Charge right there, pushing it with a setup jump this time. Peak keeps it alive, goes for their own attack for the middle. The middle attack successful this time. The Charge is unable to get control of it and put it back into play. Peak puts another point on the board and will come back up to the line to serve it once again. Score 7-4. Charge still the lead by 3 as we once again set up the service receive. There's the serve, putting it over the net. Charge gets it to the right side, tips it over the block, and that's going to pick up a point right there for your Charge team. That's a kill by number 7 with a roll shot over the block. As number 10 will come back in, or by that number 9 will come back in to serve it up after that play. Number 7 subbing out, number 9 coming in. That is nice serve off the top of the tape. Peak gets it back up over the net. Charge gets to the center. Center to the right side. Tip over the block. And Peak struggles, but they get it back up over the net. Charge right there to receive it. And before we're able to get another attack in there, ball comes rolling in from another court. And we're called to a quick stop of play. And we're going to restart this. Number 9 back up at the line to serve it up once again. A redo of the play. There's the serve to the back court. Peak gets it up. Sets up to their right side. Charge underneath it, keeping it alive, bumping it up high, and bumping it over the net. Peak right there once again to receive it, setting it over to the right side. But blocked at the net by number 10, and the point goes to Charge. 16 American, and number 9 will come back in the line to serve it up. Again, that's Bethany White Eagle coming back in the line to serve it up for your Charge. 16 American team. There's the serve to the backcourt. Peak once again getting underneath it, bumping it up high, going for the attack. Our backcourt's picking it up quick, getting to the center. Center to the outside. The attack cross court finds the kill right there. That's number 2, Lillian Cummings with the kill, with an assist from number 9. Timeout on the court. Oklahoma Peak calling a timeout so we can both go to their huddles after the timeout concludes. Charge number 9 back on the line to serve it up. Number 9 back out on the court, ready to go as we wait for the other team to come back out of their huddle after the timeout concludes. Again, the score is 10-4, Charge in the lead by 6 points. In the second set, Charge did win the first set, and number 9 prepared to serve it up now. There's the whistle. There we go. Serve over the net. Peak right there to receive it. Sets it to the right side. The attack cross court. Doug digging it up, putting it over in one touch. Once again, Peak going for the attack. Peak hitting it wide and Charge picking up a point as Peak hits it out of bounds. Score is now 11-4. Charge in the lead by 7 points as we set back up to serve it out. Number 9 back up at the line. It's Bethany White-Eagle serving it for your Charge. 16 American team. There you go, putting it over the net. Peak right there. They set up, go for an attack, and they block. I don't even know what happened. 4 touch, I think. They bounced it off the top of the net the first time. And then they hit it like 3 more times. But number 9 back into the line to serve it up once again. That's Charge player Bethany White-Eagle serving it up to the backcourt. But this time it goes a little bit too far in the backcourt and goes long and out of bounds. Peak will pick up a point off the service there and come back up the line to serve it up. Scores 12-5. Charge in the lead by 7 points. Peak serving it up. There's the serve. Backcourt underneath it. We set it over to the right side. Slide attack. That's what that was. Up in the middle, slides over to the right side of the setter and gets that kill. That was a kill by number 1, Sam Chaffin in the middle on the court right there. And timeout once again by Oklahoma Peak. I don't know. They're going to try to make some more investments. I feel like maybe they didn't make any on their last timeout. I think maybe that was just for fun. Scores down 13-5. Charge in the lead. I don't even know how much that is. 8 points? 8 points as number 2 will come to the line to serve it up now. Number 3 subbing in for number 4, or number 8 in the front row. And number 2 subbing out, actually. And number 6 coming in the back row. The number 6 going to step up the line to serve it up. That's Ava Smith for your Charge, 16 American team. Serving it up as we lead by 8. There's the serve over the net. Peak gets underneath it, sets it up high, goes to the attack. Charge is able to get there, get to the center, and go to the outside. The attack finds its way past the block and shanked off the hands of the backcourt of Peak. That's a kill by number 3, Maddie Factor, with an assist by number 9. Number 6 is that back at the line. Charge leading by 9 points now, scores 14-5. And number 6, Ava Smith back up at the line to serve it up after picking up a point on that last rally. After we picked up a point on the last rally. Peak is underneath it, goes to a quick dump. Blocked back to their side. They're able to keep it off the floor, though. The Charge picks up a point, as I think they're saying that Peak had a net foul. Like one of them touched the net. I didn't even see it. The score's 15-5. Now we lead by 10. As number 6 serves it back up. Good serve, putting it over the net. The attack blocked down, and Peak cannot get any leverage on it after it falls down. And that was a block by number 1, Sam Chapman, and number 3, Maddie Factor. Right? Okay, so number 6 still serving it up, putting it over the net. Peak right there to receive it, bumping it up high. They get it over the net. Oh, what happened to the backcourt? Charge did not expect that to clear the net, I think. And when it did, they were not prepared. So Peak picks up a point right there and come back up the line to serve it up. Scores now 6-16. Charge still in the lead by 10 points as we set up the serve receive. Here's the serve by Peak. Peak is going to set it center to the middle. Tipped at the net, but blocked down. Peak puts another point on the board, and Charge now just leading by 9 points. And here we are setting back up the serve receive. There's the serve over the net. Charge bumps it up over to the right side. The attack hits the hands of the team, but they're able to keep it alive. They go over the net. Charge digs it up, gets it back over the net with a quick attack by number 1. That's a kill by Sam Chaplin, picking up the point. And a dig by number 9 to keep it alive. Right? Number 9? Or number 9. Number 1, Sam Chaplin coming back up the line to serve it up as number 5 subs in. And number 4, the libero, subs out in the front row. There's the serve by number 1, putting it back over. And it falls just inside the baseline. Peak picks up a point right there, miraculously. And Charge will set back up the serve receive. Sam Chapman, number 1, subs out in the back row. Number 4, Addison Mann will come back in the libero in the back row. Peak back up at the line. They serve it up. Charging backcourt to it. Sets up to the right side, or the outside. Puts it over the net. Peak struggles a little bit, but gets it back under control. The free balls it over. Charge right there to receive. Sets it up in the middle of the attack. Breaks through the block, but Peak right there to recover it. And they go for their own attack. Into the antenna it goes. And Charge picks up another point. As into the antenna means out of bounds. Number 7 back in as number 9 comes out in the front row. And number 10, Lily Wilcox, can come up the line to serve it once more. Here's the serve, putting it over the net. Peak backcourt picks it up, sets up high, goes to the attack, hits it wide, and they said it was inbound. The line judge called it inbounds, but I felt like it wasn't. But Peak picked up a point right there. I'll look at the tape later to see exactly where it landed, but I felt like it was out of bounds. Score is now 18-9. Charge still in the lead by 9 as Peak serves it up. Backcourt gets it to the center. Center to the middle. The middle goes to the attack, but blocked hard in the front. And Peak puts another point on the board, reaching double digits now. Score is 18-10. Charge still in the lead by 8 as Peak back up the line to serve it up. There's the serve. Backcourt gets it up to the net. We dig it off and go for the attack over. Peak's able to pick it up. Go for their own attack from their outside, but they block it back down. And Peak keeps them alive. Going to the backcourt. Peak picks up the point as they find a part of the court unprotected by Charge. Score is now 18-11. Charge still in the lead by only 7 now as Peak steps back up to the line. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there it is. No, I guess he blew a whistle because he wasn't ready. Somebody was tired to shoot. Scores 18-11. Charge still lead by 7. Another ball came on the court, and it wasn't even a volleyball. Somebody's running away. I see them running away. They don't want to get in trouble, but they're gone. It was a small child threw a ball on the court. We get to redo that one. Score is 18-11. There's the serve. Backcourt picks it up. Charge sets it up. Goes to the attack, putting it over the net. And we go over here to the out. Wait, what happened? Charge call for a net foul. And Pete picks up another point right there. Scores 18-12. Charge still in the lead by 6 as we step back up the serve receive. And Peak puts that over the net. Charge unable to get underneath it properly. And it goes out of bounds off Charge's hand. Peak puts another point on the board. Now we only lead by 5 points as we step back up to serve receive. Charge. Gets underneath the ball as Peak puts it over the net. Charge going for the attack. Peak's able to keep it off the floor, though. Goes for their own attack. And backcourt of Peak gets it to the center. Center bumps it to the right side. The attack strong, and it breaks through the block and ends up on the Peak side of the net. That was a kill by number 7, Braylon Smith, picking up the point right there. And we'll come back up the line, Charge will come back up the line to serve it up. And that's number 3 coming out, number 8 coming in the back row to serve it up. That's Kale Maldios putting it over the net. Number 8. Oh, they tip it over quickly. And it goes off the head of Charge, and Peak puts another point on the board. That was fast. Oh, and Peak serves it up once again. Charge sets it to the outside. The attack puts it over the net. This time, Peak's unable to recover it. Charge picks up that point. That was a kill by number 2, Lillian Cummings, that put that point on the board. Number 4 will sub in for number 5, the middle going out, and the libero coming in to serve it up. And number 1 comes into the front row. Again, number 4 serves it up over the net. And Peak bumps it over into Charge territory. Charge sets up, bumps to the center, sets up to the outside. The roll shot over the block, and they hit it wildly out of bounds. Charge will pick up another point right there with a kill by number 2, Lilia Cummings, once again, putting a point on the board with an assist from number 10. Number 4 now coming back up the line to serve it up. That's Addison Mann as we lead by 7 points once again. Scores 21-14 in the second set. There's the serve down the line. Ace as it falls inside the line in fair territory. Scores 22-14 is number 4, Addison Mann, back up the line to serve it up. And there's the serve once again, and the other team gets underneath it, tips it over the net. Charge pops it up to the center, sets it over to the right side. The attack blocked at the net, but Charge is able to dig it back up and bump set it over to the outside this time. Switches sides quickly. Peak gets underneath it, goes back over the net with a roll shot. Charge goes for a set from the outside and gets a kill from number 7, Braylon Smith, with an assist from number 1, actually, that time. Charge puts the point on the board right there, and we'll come back up the line. Will be number 4, Addison Mann. Scores now 23-14. Charge once again leading by 9 points as we approach the end of the second set. There's number 4 putting it over the net. They get it too close with the serve receive pass. Got too close to the net. Number 7 jumps up with a kill, knocking it down, picking up that point. Now, number 4, once again, Addison Mann coming to the line. We need only 1 point to close out this as we lead by 10. Scores 24-14. Peak trying to get another point here. Charge unable to get a point on that one. Peak puts another one on the board and comes back up the line to serve it up. Scores 24-15 now. Charge just leading by 9 as we step back up to serve receive. Charge still only needing 1 point to close it out. There's the serve. We set it up to the middle of the attack. Finds the floor in the back corner with excellent placement by number 1, Sam Chaston. And an assist by number 10, Lily Wilcox. That will close out our second set and the match. Again, that was our last game of the day. And Unless we win a bid to nationals, that might be our last game for the season. Again, thank you for being fans. Thank you for tuning in and supporting our Charge 16 American team. Again, we had a great season, lots of fun, lots of challenging teams.
May I have your attention? Please join us in
So we won
congratulating our
37 matches throughout this season. Let me see if I can figure out how many
13
wins and
fourth
losses we
position,
had.
co-third place finisher, Oklahoma Heat 13-5.
And here's the team that's going to line up. I believe we're 37-12. As that's the final picture we're going to take at a tournament this season. Again, thank you for watching, and I've been proud and honored to be the voice of your Oklahoma Charge 16 American team this season. Again, my name is Thomas Plata, and I thank you for tuning in and supporting your team.